Yep. I am actually recording right now and streaming, so. Because I actually used the button this time. I'm gonna murder this thing. Can you actually? Alright, there it goes.
The iron... It is an iron bottle inscribed with runes in many languages, including Infernal. Some of the languages seem archaic, or perhaps gibberish. The legible languages roughly say the same phrase, bones and souls to bone. So I believe I told you guys that description, and then it got stashed away. And yeah, if you would like to roll Arcana about the flask, or if someone just wants to like spend an identify spell.
I will identify it ritually.
All right. So the I'll just like paste this in. I'll try to paste it in Foundry. See what it looks like. I think that's fine. Oh Lord. Okay. Wait. Don't paste all of it. Jeez, idiot. Some of that you guys aren't supposed to. Okay. I'll paste this into Foundry and Discord because I don't know how it will look. It looks fine in Foundry, I think. As an action, you can present this flask to a creature reduced to 0 hit points within 10 feet. It must make a DC 20 Charisma saving throw, or its soul is drawn into the flask. If it is a fiend, celestial, or other extraplanar being, the DC increases to 25. The flask holds one soul. The soul can be released by the person holding the flask, or by breaking the flask. And if you break the flask, it will trigger a wailing scream, do some damage, and there's a chance that the soul escapes to the outer planes.
I'm gonna give the iron flask to Salik because I'm 100% gonna forget about it.
I'll be sure to take good care of this. Is this what we're putting Paracelsion cell inside?
That's the plan.
Not a bad idea.
We will trap them forevermore.
Wow.
Seems like a solid plan. So, yeah, that is your soul flask, and you guys have arrived. Was there anything else that you guys wanted to mention from our previous sessions? Or
Salik has portable holes filled with skeletons
Yes.
and a golem.
You captured a couple bone golems last session. One of which you used control undead or control dead, something like that.
I
Command undead?
used
Was it command undead?
massive
It might just be
ability.
animate dead. No, it's not animate dead.
command undead.
Okay.
I was like, I keep seeing.
Yeah, I was mostly
undead.
saying that just to see. Oh lord. Oh yeah. Okay. That is the one where it is a subclass feature that just lasts until you
I
use
just
the feature again.
Somebody else is undead.
Intelligent undead. Yeah. That's why I wasn't able to find it very easily. It is not a spell. And you have a second one inside of your other portable hole in case you need a backup.
Yep.
Okay. How do you keep dragging out Saliks that don't have the token? Or-
I don't know.
Oh, is that your copy?
Yeah, the one on the right is supposed to be named Simalik
Okay.
because I thought that'd make it easier, and also it's funny.
Yeah. Oh, I just made you invisible. I will give it the token image and change the token name if I can use my brain.
Tough
What's that?
request.
I know. It's hard.
If if
Yep.
not, it's fine. But if you're okay with it, I put my health back to full because I'm gonna assume that if Kildrak's not here, he could heal me back up to full with lay on hands. 40
Yeah.
fine.
Your simulacrum would have what half of your max from being a simulacrum, correct? I'm not gonna do the math, but you can figure that out.
Is that a thing?
Yep.
Oh,
Simulacrum's max at half the hit points.
I did not read that.
And he's half your size.
He's half the man you ever were.
Yeah, it was a cool visual effect. Anyways, yeah, you guys are standing at the Needlespire Maw realm, just this sloped terrain, spewing lava and molten flows and geysers, and there are large crevices and hills and buttes, and there is a lot of ground to cover here. So this, now that you are in the general vicinity of the Needlespire Maw realm, where you were told Castle Blackfume has been wandering of late, it's probably a good point to try and cast your Find the Path spell. But if you guys, like Garrett was mentioning wanting to heal, if you guys wanted to try to take a long rest, this would probably be a good time to go ahead and do that before you maybe get closer to the castle.
Does anybody need a rest?
I need to double check on my spell slots.
I do.
Same.
I suppose why not?
That's not mine.
Yeah, I do. I don't have any of my high level slots.
Yeah, I knew some of you guys had expended resources, some of you not so much.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
pretty
but-
good, but also considering what the next thing probably will be, probably should get a rest in.
We not do combat last session?
Nope. You bargained with Baccarat, and you endured the environment of Gehenna to a certain extent. You guys got blasted with fiery soot and took some damage. But yeah, other than that, most
Right.
resources were out of combat spells.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, all my spell slots are preset, so I didn't recall if I did something last time with spells, or yeah.
Yeah, I know you went invisible fairly recently, but you might have rested since then. So yeah, if you want to take a long rest now before anything crazy happens, where would you like to, or how would you like to go about that?
Was that a question for me directly or for everyone?
All of you, yeah. I mean, the environment will blast you with smoldering winds and whatnot, so I don't know how you want
I could
to.
do that tiny hut thing again.
I would much rather stay in a tiny hut than out here exposed to everything.
Let me just pause click on this thing.
So if Ratatouille casts Tiny Hut, Luke, go ahead and roll stealth to find a suitable placement for your tiny hut.
This does make sense. 23.
What's our destination? What's our destination again, and how far? Approximately how far is it?
Your destination is the walking, smoking Castle Black Fume. It is somewhere in this vast Needlespire Maw realm, and should be like spewing out black smoke and creaking and grinding. When you get decently close to it, you should be able to tell where it is.
Can you switch us to the Gehenna map?
Okay.
Sure.
Because I mean, if it is a smart option, if we're somewhat near the vicinity, I could maybe cast Dimension Door, and maybe tag along someone with me.
Yeah, you're not quite
know.
sure exactly where it is, and it is hidden by powerful magics. You guys know that. So for now,
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
might
like,
as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, once you get to it, you can zip up somewhere onto it.
Yeah, once I know like where. I can't speak English. Once I see it, I'll cast it and maybe tag along a teammate with me. I don't know. I'm honestly
Makes
just
sense.
thinking stuff out loud.
Yeah. So yeah, Ratatouille found a pretty hidden spot where you guys are like underneath a crag sticking out of the ground. You're in this crevice, and he goes ahead and casts this tiny hut. So inside of it, the floor is just warm rock, and his tiny hut keeps the environment nice and calm for you. So you guys are. Let me double check. Okay, you guys are free to go ahead and take a long rest and regain all your health and spell slots.
Woohoo!
Yay!
And in the morning, do you guys remember how you were instructed to find Castle Black Fume using magic?
Ninth level find the path and some other powerful non-detection.
Yep. Yeah, you want to cast Find the Path at 9th level to find this magically obscured and purportedly moving place, and then conceal it with magic just as powerful, probably just the spell non-detection upcast. I know it's on somebody's spell list.
What? Sorry, find the path. Are you talking about?
Yeah,
on my
both
spell list?
Find the Path and non-detection.
Oh, that one. Sorry, I don't think I have that one.
I don't know if any of us do.
I don't think I have.
I don't.
Um.
It is a wizard spell.
So if that is the case, I'm trying to think of another suitable spell that would kind of do the same thing that you guys have access to. Well, I don't know.
I think we might just have to risk it and hope we can get through the defenses manually.
So do you guys just want to go ahead and cast to find the path and see how it goes?
Sure.
Makes me worried.
See if we all die.
What are the odds that...
Wait, what level of it is it, Isaac?
Level 9.
Oh.
The spell non-detection is like level 3.
Oh. I could technically do that. With limited wish.
Ooh, that'd be perfect.
That could be good.
So yeah, Skuldress could cast. So that would count as like a 6th level non-detection.
I don't know if it up.
Oh yeah, limited wish might just straight up cast it. Do. Yeah, you just get the effect of non-detection. So that may be your best option. You will have to really weave the non-detection well to mask the powerful find the path, but it is possible.
What is the chance of being found if we don't do it? Sorry, I looked over to Isaac, and Isaac's like,
Yes. I was telling Jillian where to find AAA batteries. Yeah, you want to like roll Arcana to see how dangerous it would be to not do it, or like how successful you might be?
yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and roll Arcana. Try and feel out the limited wish plan. Dang. Unfortunately, yeah, the limited wish is a strange intersection with casting the spell, especially a spell that you want to be casting at a high level, and you're just not sure at all how it's going to turn out.
I don't want to be just a Deus Ex Machina, but what are the odds that Salik would have a level 3 spell scroll of it? Or know the spell? Because I only really picked what I would have prepared, not necessarily everything he would know, and I don't know. I really don't want to have to cast it at 9th level is the only thing.
Go ahead and roll. Let me think here. Roll a d20. Yeah, unfortunately, you do not have on you the means to cast the non-detection spell.
Okay. Can
So
I
you
try
have the-
to apply my magical mind to this magical problem as well? See if there
Yeah,
might
just
be
like rolling
plan B or
Arcana.
C. Yeah, I'm thinking if we can't go in undetected, how can we reasonably get around the defenses? Would it be better to armor up, to split up, to outpace it by going faster, or teleporting alongside it or into it? I got an 18 for Arcana.
Okay. Let me see here. You with your knowledge of like magic and detection magic, you feel like any sort of physical means of concealing Current's casting will not work against whatever arcane sensors Paracelsian has set up, like spells like invisibility or greater invisibility. And you think that amongst your group, perhaps the best shot you have of masking her find the path would be for Retatu to perform some sort of powerful magic casting to sort of to mask her find the path with something else that is a loud and proud magic, whatever he does.
Retatu, I do believe you have the answer to our problem here.
I do?
Do you have anything loud and masking to distract the delicate intricacies of the weave of such a path?
Something loud.
Yes, sort of, rather than trying to camouflage and be unnoticed, becomes so garishly distracting one can't quite keep their eyes straight on us, you know?
Well, I see the concept. Let me go through the list in my head of all my spells that I have.
Ah, yes, I also have such a list in my head. That's why sometimes when you ask a question, I stare blankly into space for 5 minutes before answering. There are about 20 or so options to think of.
Well, if you want a literal loud sound, I do know the spell Shatter. Although I'm not sure if that's what's being referred to right now. Because that seems like too small. So I'm kind of wondering if perhaps a Mirage of Arcane would work.
Yeah.
Suppose it would be worth trying.
So that one would. I was looking through your spell list and trying to find spells with a longer duration, specifically spells that could continually mask her magic while you guys are following the find the path. So that may be a good option because that one can last up to 10 days.
Yeah.
I think find the path, I believe, takes less than 10 minutes to cast, but you could set up your Mirage Arcane as a distraction and then have her do the find the path.
Yeah, okay. Suppose that'll...
I would say that seems like one of your better options there.
The question is, what should we have the Mirage actually be?
What about a circus?
A circus? That's actually like really up my alley, so that might be a really good idea.
Are we trying to be unnoticed or unrecognized?
Well, I think the goal of the spell is to cause enough commotion to be not
That's
paid
almost-
attention to.
Well, then there's only one obvious answer of what you must create. The Black Castle itself.
Dang.
Wait.
Surely, if anyone saw a second crawling castle, they wouldn't think anything beneath it. They'd be too mystified by its secondary appearance.
Okay, this is a interesting consideration.
Yeah, and the target, I forgot that Mirage Arcane literally targets a mile square, so that is like
Yeah.
totally within the
We could-
realm of possibility.
Huh. I actually kind of like this idea. And it says... yeah. Yeah, okay, let's do that actually. Let's make the crawling castle itself.
Okay, so with that as your chosen tactic, I think an appropriate skill check.
I would like to assist in its architectural design for sound illusionary concreteness.
Yeah,
I'll be flying and pointing out spots in the sky of where different towers should reach a height to, and circling the roundness of the tower domes and what have you.
Well, I feel like performance really. I was thinking maybe history to like recreate the castle, but for Reddit 2, performance is about just the natural route.
Yeah, he's a performer.
So yeah, I think with your party members aiding you in like describing the castle as you've read about it and heard about it, go ahead and roll performance with advantage to create a Mirage Arcane that looks like Castle Blackfume.
Ooh, that's a pretty good one.
Dang. So at the end of this 10-minute casting, Nina, how long does Find the Path take to cast? I'm assuming it's like a minute.
Great question. Let me check. Find the path. 1 minute. Yep.
Okay, so
Last
would you
1 day.
want to begin casting that in the last minute of his casting, or would you want to start casting it after he finishes the Mirage?
Can I do an Arcana check to see if I could figure out which one is more likely to mask my spell?
Sure. Yeah. You feel like this mirage of a castle. I'm assuming Reddit 2 would make it like in the distance from you guys, not like right on top of
No,
you.
yeah. Away from us, not on top of us.
You think that will certainly draw the attention of critters and whatnot around physically, but for the magical sensors that are protecting Castle Blackfume to not detect your very powerful casting of Find the Path, it would probably be safest to begin casting it after the Mirage is completed.
Okay, I'll do that then. There's my 9th level Find the Path.
Dang. Okay, so oh yeah, first of all, I just want to describe the castle a little bit. That is like way off in the distance, almost a whole mile from you guys. Reddit 2 has constructed this gargantuan walking fortress. It has 8 black legs, each coated in goopy green, sort of like glowing acid that flows out of the joints and out of exhaust ports throughout it. Each leg is adorned with 2 hanging turrets that swing from the side, and there are many hanging turrets dangling below the castle as well. Each leg is 6 stories tall, and the whole structure itself is about twice as tall as that. The whole thing billows black smoke into the sky, and as Reda 2 casts the Mirage Arcane, do you want it to just appear as if it were there, like already with smoke all in the sky, or will you have the smoke just begin to billow from exhaust pipes throughout the top of the structure, Luke?
It's gonna more the billow thing probably.
Okay, yeah. So as Current begins finishing her casting, the sky becomes filled with this black sooty smoke that reflects underneath it the green glow of acid flowing from the structure. And Luke rolled his performance.
Impressive work.
Now, Nina, go ahead and roll Arcana.
Again, okay.
Yep, this is for actually casting your Find the Path in a manner that the spell is not originally intended. Okay, so with your roll of 20, you finish casting Find the Path, and as your casting concludes, you see a very faint green glow on the ground in front of you, leading into the Needlespire Maw realm. Unlike when you regularly cast a spell, you are not sure exactly how far away the castle is. But you just see this faint glowing path that lies in front of you. And you feel a bit of your will power to will this path that you see to glow, and you will continue to exert yourself following this path, but it is there, and you are able to follow it.
Sweet. I will be concentrating on that with all my might. I do not want to drop this level 9 spell.
All right. So you guys head off into the Needlespire Maw realm of Gehenna, and let's go ahead and have you guys will travel for about 45 minutes. Tom, could you go ahead and roll a d8?
I think I would like to stash the simulacrum in the hole upon realizing how fragile it is, by the way.
Ah,
Tuck
yep.
for now.
Makes sense. Okay.
Did you all see that?
Yep. Yeah, I see that.
For some reason, the chat's not loading up on my Foundry.
Oh, yep. Yeah, you got a 5 there. So, about 45 minutes into your journey, you guys descend for a little bit, following this path underground. The Needlespire Maw realm is well known for its expansive caverns, and this is a small cave tunnel that you go into. And Current's path leads you to a large spherical chamber, and as is typical of the realm, this chamber shakes and rumbles every once in a while. And as you are crossing the large spherical chamber, it rumbles, and gravity reverses on you.
Whoa.
So this is not an immediate change. The gravity actually like shifts around the sphere until it is upside down, and all of you can make an acrobatics, Arcana, or an acrobatics check, Arcana check, or intelligence save to either adapt, stabilize yourself as you feel the flow of magic change in the chamber, or an intelligence save to maintain your orientation. All of those options would work.
I would like to use my wings, and assuming I succeed on this, oh fuck, look for anybody who might be not doing good and catch them if they start falling up or something like that.
I'm sorry, what were the options again? My bad.
Acrobatics check, Arcana check, or intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3. Yep, waiting on Lucas and Nina's.
That's good enough.
Did it show up?
All right.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, let me see what the medium damage is here. So Salik is able to avoid the effect by flying. Here we go. Okay. Doo-doo-doo. This fall would be an 80-foot fall, and so those of you who rolled less than 20 will take half damage. Those of you who rolled less than 15 will take full damage of 21 bludgeoning damage.
21.
You stupid. 21.
All right, and you guys successfully make it to the other side of this spherical chamber, and follow.
Isaac, I'm gonna
Yep.
reroll.
Oh yeah, definitely with your
I'm using it.
transmuter's robe.
Transmitters. Yep. Please. There we go. I'll take that.
Nice. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
you
Yes, sir.
totally evade the damage, same as Andrew.
Oh. Cool.
Yep. Yeah, you're totally good. And you guys emerge back onto the cracked landscape and continue following Current's path. Let's go ahead. Sure. Andrew rolled well on that one. Andrew, go ahead and roll a d8. Go ahead and roll again.
Wait, you don't want a 5?
Okay. You, okay. You cross the landscape, and Current's path leads through a shimmering field of hot fire motes. But as you guys pierce through these motes of flame, you find yourselves coming to a sleek black expanse that is completely tranquil. And it is at this point, as you guys cross the sleek black expanse, I would like everyone to roll either investigation, arcana, or insight.
Something about this seems fishy.
Oof.
this area is those of you, Salik and Scaldrus, you notice that as you step into the zone, this area is not as it seems, and as you emerge from a zone full of motes of heat floating in the air, scalding you, training your eyes, see these dark purple flecks of like magic that seem to be hidden behind an illusion. And unfortunately, some of this illusory magic will connect with Mebly, Current, and Retitu. And you guys, Mebly, it looks like will take full damage. Current and Retitu will take half of 42 psychic damage.
Oh my gosh.
Which damage again?
Okay.
42 psychic.
Oof.
And I guess this is probably Nina, can't you like wild shape into a mammoth or something?
Yeah, I can. I'll do that.
Okay.
I wasn't
I
sure
just
how
thought of
long
that.
this would continue for, but
Yeah.
based on that.
And you did roll dang. You did take some damage. Jeez, I can't get it away. I will drag Kildrak next to you so you have his bonus. But that will be a couple concentration checks. What did you take the first time? 20.
21 both times, I think.
You barely got a 15, so you would have taken 10 on the first one.
Oh, well, I took too much damage.
So you might just auto succeed on that first concentration check.
Plus
I don't know how
11.
big your constitution is.
Oh, that was supposed to be with advantage. But
Yep. Good there. And then go ahead and make one more. Which may still be an auto success because I believe concentration is half the damage you take.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're good. So but yeah, I just want to keep that in mind. And you guys continue trudging forward. At this point, it has been about 2 hours wandering through Gehenna, and you still have not seen any signs of Castle Blackfume. Garrett, could you go ahead and roll a d6?
I sure can. Or 2.
Okay. You tell him I got chicken stuck in my throat.
Oh no. 2's just killed the DM, I guess. Oh,
Not
still alive.
We'll be back in a minute.
today.
Okay.
Actually happened to him. I missed it.
We got a piece of chicken in his throat, is what he said.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
oh
got
shit.
something stuck in his throat.
Oh,
He started
His
casually
throat.
dying.
Go smack his his back.
He might be coming back now.
No one ever let me roll a random event again. We're playing by like Zathura rules. It's not good. Or Jumanji.
Dang it. Okay.
You
That's
good?
what I get for
Good.
multitasking, eating, and D&D. Okay. Yeah, I no longer have chicken stuck in my throat. It was not that bad, but unfortunate timing.
I'm glad. Never mind. I'm gonna. What happens on 2?
No.
So I don't think this is a very dangerous trap. Current's path leads over a crumbling obsidian bridge. I'm just gonna ask you guys, how would you like to get around this obsidian bridge that spans a fairly large, deep gap?
I would first like to see if there's magic bombs in the air, and if not, I'd like to offer Uber airlifts to everyone.
Do you want to roll perception or arcana to look for
I
magic bombs
Would
in
like
the air?
to do Arcana, please. Oh,
Sure.
17.
Your sensitive magic bird, yeah, bird sense is not nearly as cool as spider sense. But anyways, it does not detect magic bombs in the air.
Magic bird.
Would anyone care for a lift across this dubious-looking bridge? I'm afraid, dear Mammoth, you'll have to shift into something a tad smaller. Unless you want to switch to something else winged and give me assistance.
I would like help getting across.
She said she'll assist.
Okay,
I'll turn into a giant eagle and take a
a
bath
giant eagle.
or two.
Ah, splendrous!
Yeah, you guys cross the crumbling obsidian bridge without anything bad happening, and you continue on your way.
We didn't explode, guys! Woohoo!
Wow.
It is at this point, you guys, Current's path leads not around ice flows or further up the mountain, but sort of perpendicular to the slope of the mountain and down into, this time, a massive opening. Like this realm has very large caverns, so I don't know if, like, there's not really a great point of reference because this is an outer plane and it is otherworldly, and these caverns are freaking huge. But if you've seen any of like the Minecraft caves update where there's freaking massive caves, you are going down a rocky, fairly gentle slope into one of these ginormous caves. So for a while it's like you're descending into a ravine, and then it just keeps going underground. And just try not to dig directly above your head, or else lava might fall on you. And this path leads you into one particularly intriguing cave. So, as you look at this cave, most of the Needlespire Maw realm is characterized by jagged crags, and underground you see lots of stalactites and stalagmites. This room is full of smoother concave surfaces all around. There's sort of divots, mounds, things of that nature. And this is a massive cavern. It'll take maybe 20 minutes to get all the way through it. So let's go ahead and do a group insight check first. Or, okay, before you roll, I'll say you can do insight or perception with disadvantage. I'll let you choose one of those.
Ho ho! 26 with a disadvantage.
Jeez.
And only a +8.
Well,
Same.
I also got
Wow.
26.
I was 3 away.
So close, Tom. So close. You'll get there, man. I believe in you.
Ooh.
Well,
Jeez.
need a big hero.
Oh, sad.
She usually does.
Man, why
So
you gotta ruin the mood like that?
the Salik, Redatu, and Current all come to the same conclusion pretty quickly that this large chamber is going to have some interesting acoustic properties. And specifically, you feel like this chamber would probably amplify like echoes and feedback of any noises that happen inside the chamber, and you can kind of test it by kicking a pebble while you're in the chamber, looking out towards maybe like 40 feet away from this chamber. You kick a pebble that way, and it dings and echoes very loudly, which I guess you guys don't have to if you don't want to make a loud noise, but just to illustrate the effect. So yeah, you guys are gonna have to proceed through this cave, but it seems like it could get very, very loud in there.
Does anybody have a little bit of cotton or wax with them? No?
Nope. What's that? I just use fire.
What's... You plug your ears with fire.
Oh. I mean, yeah.
You're wearing clothes. I assume you know what cotton is.
No, it just ignites. Highly flammable.
Most helpful.
Why would you want a highly flammable item on you?
Because not everyone is just burning constantly.
You don't like being roasted?
I generally do not enjoy... A hot draft to soar on, yes. Cooking the wings off my bones, no.
Do have a firebolt. I don't know if that's the thing you're looking for. You're just looking for cotton.
Something to plug our ears with is what I was angling for. I'm sure it'll be tricky for us to be silent, but I don't want to stumble on anything and lose hearing.
You
I mean,
could
I
put
have
a,
arrows.
On a different route, does anybody have Pass Without a Trace?
Nope. Oh wait, yeah, you're concentrating on something to. Somebody else has it. Maybe Kildrak.
I believe.
Don't think it was me.
Second spells, third level.
Pretty sure.
It is third level, right?
Second.
Oh, second level. Okay, still not on Josh's list.
No, it's not.
Bummer.
Tom, don't you have the ability to cast that? Pass Without a Trace?
No.
Spells.
I'm pretty sure you do. Like,
No, I don't think he does.
Is it not transmitted?
No, I've never had that.
Yeah, it's not on his Wand
I
of the
have the
Magic Man or.
Man,
No, not. I don't recall the Transmuter's robe ever having passed without a trace.
I'm just tripping balls.
I
Huh?
mean, I have Dimension Door, but I mean,
Yeah, I guess your only options would be for Current to drop concentration or Scaldress to do his limited wish. I don't know if either of those sound worth it.
Mm-mm. Nope.
So if that's the case, you want to just try to proceed silently?
I will try to fly so that hopefully the whooshing of my wings will be quieter than the clacking of my talons.
Yeah, that makes sense. Tom aggressively hitting the keys was well timed there. So yeah, let's go ahead and just do a group stealth check.
Yay.
So if you really wanted to try to speak to each other in coded gestures during this 20 minutes, you could roll performance or persuasion, but I don't.
Nope.
I'm not going to put you in a situation where you probably need to. No, it's just a funny thing you could do. Stealth.
Watch the league be the lowest.
Am I accepted now?
23 club.
Oof.
And all right. As you guys cross through this cavern, unfortunately, what form are you in, Nina? At this point, would you have gone back to a mammoth, or still be like a giant eagle?
Probably be a giant eagle.
All right.
I'd like to point out a giant owl would be silent.
Can I do that? I'll be a giant owl.
Yep. Yeah, you can be a giant owl. But unfortunately for the two of you, the noise amplification of this room is a lot stronger when you are not touching the ground and are higher up in the air.
Dun, dun, dun.
And unfortunately, Scaldrus also. Scaldrus will kick a pebble, and the pebble echoes, and so the reverberations of your guys' own noises will just affect you as it is all echoed back and assails your mind. As this room, Scaldrus will take half damage, Salik and Current full damage.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh,
54 psychic damage.
Oh my gosh.
All right. I will turn into a new form of a giant owl and negate all of that.
Oh, nice. I was
What is-
wondering if it had that much health or not.
What is half of that?
54 be 27.
Ow!
And you guys continue
Does
on
the
your way.
owl cause more damage because it echoes.
Don't ask that. It will kill you. I
Just
am
don't
at
turn-
1/3 health right now.
Just don't turn
Dang.
into a bat.
You're right.
So you guys make it through that chamber and continue. This
Oh,
time
no,
you are
no,
not.
We don't continue. Please help. Your wizard friend is very badly hurt.
Just be higher level.
So
I'm the height of the arcane.
All better. Take 70 HP.
I don't need that much, but thank you.
Is that not your max?
No, I just need 54.
Oh.
Well, this takes me the least resources. Sorry you're so squishy.
Damn.
Appreciate it. I promise, if I live in the first 6 seconds of combat, I'll do amazing stuff. I just have to survive that first bit.
and
Yeah, we're counting on it.
I didn't know somebody
now
could be more
going into the
squishy than me.
future, having been healed by the heal spell, Salik will not be affected by crabs.
By what?
Crabs?
Bum, 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 bum.
I'm not gonna say whether or not he had it before the heal, but after the heal, he definitely does have
My species lays eggs, dude.
it. And anyways, you guys now continue on with Salik not actively
Dying.
being afraid of dying from a fallen rock.
Isn't that how most birds die?
Luke hasn't rolled yet. Luke, could you roll a d4?
Sure. A tweet.
Bless you.
All right.
I don't
Unfortunately-
have 100 hit points, just so everyone knows. I have less than 100 hit points.
For you all, this next large cavern that you encounter after another 40 minutes of trudging down underground through a few tight spaces, but mostly vast, expansive caverns where you haven't really encountered much living things, which it is a very hellish environment. But you come across a large cavern lined, like spattered all over the cavern with infernal chains. Some of the chains idly like stand up and kind of sway. Some of them just slowly snake across the ground, but all of these infernal chains seem animated.
That's not good.
Sorry, guys. I rolled the wrong number.
So yeah, how would you like to proceed through this large chamber?
Might I assess the general threshold of vitality these constructs might have?
Yeah. That would be perception, maybe?
Arcana, maybe?
Or I think perception or investigation.
Oh, yeah, I'll go with investigation. 29.
You feel like a few solid wax. Like if Kildrak poured all his fury into beating up a chain for like one turn, he might be able to dismantle a chain. But unfortunately, this chamber is littered with dozens of these chains. And some of them like appear from behind stalactites as they snake across the floor. If you try to face the chains head on, you are sure some of you are gonna end up hurt by them.
Get chains.
I was going to ask how much use a lightning bolt with a 100-foot long line would be.
Fucking lightning.
With you had. That's a good question. Let's see here. You feel like it would damage them, but you're not sure. Like, you're not sure a single lightning bolt would dispatch the chains in its path. This will. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you're a decent ways away, these chains seem contained to that chamber. Would anyone else like to try and discern the nature of these chains? Perhaps Mebley could try to figure out how to get by the chains without taking damage, or Redatu or Scaldrus could try and determine more of the arcane nature of the chains.
Yeah, can I don't know if it's Arcana or something else, but like, I'm curious if you do like a dispel magic thing, if it would just render them inert or something.
I think, let's see here. You are not trained in Arcana. You are trained in Insight. So I feel like you would be best suited to using Insight on the chains. And maybe try to discern the answer to that question or something else
Yes.
about their nature.
I would like to discern that. Maybe.
So you notice the movements of the chains. Actually, you can sort of follow it, like from the back corner of the room. Some chains snake, and then chains standing up sway as the motion commotion of the chains moves throughout the room. They seem to be at least tied together somehow, kind of acting in of one mind, perhaps, and not just a bunch of disparate animated chains all doing their own thing.
Of one mind.
So sorry. What's happening? All I heard was chains mean up to.
Yeah, the chamber you guys are going to now has a bunch of animated chains throughout it. And Sleek determined that it would be kind of dangerous to fight them. Like, it wouldn't be free to just destroy them easily with a bunch of lightning bolts or something. And Redditu can tell that the chains seem to act of one mind, maybe.
Okay.
That is.
So.
You could.
Okay, gotcha.
You are also trained in Insight. You could continue trying to insight the chains, like Redditu did, or you could try to do something else.
Yeah, I want to get my own insight on this.
Sure.
What's up with these chains?
See if we can figure out where the one mind or whatnot thing is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So anyway.
Okay. You.
All right. I just had to.
You see the chains flowing back and forth as the will of the chains moves across the room, and you want to test something, so you take a few steps forward towards the room, and as you get closer, going from maybe like 60 feet to 30 feet away from the room, the motion in the chains kind of sweeps through the center of that room, and then the chains that are close to the entrance where you're at sway back and forth, and some snake across the ground, and you take one more step forward, and a particular chain sort of wags back and forth, sort of like a no-no finger toward you.
No.
So he's just shaking his head. No.
Yeah.
If I cast tongues on myself, am I able to understand what the hell he's trying to say? Or trying to communicate?
That would, well, it, with your high insight, the animated chain, it definitely seems like it is telling you no, or like don't come further, keep out, sort of a thing.
Okay. Okay, well, thanks for the warning. I assume none of the party members are near my vicinity. It's just me venturing out.
Yeah, you're within like 25 feet of the chamber now. If your party wants to hesitantly follow you, they can, but you're definitely in the lead.
I will hang back.
I'll just yell out. Hey guys, I have a good track on where these chains lead. But I don't know. Something is giving me a fucky feeling that we should move on this direction. I don't know. I just have a weird feeling. Something's giving me an off vibe.
This is where our find the path is taking us, though, isn't it?
Yep. Current. I don't know if she's back in mammoth form or what, but her path is leading straight into and through this chamber full of animated chains.
If I turn into a parrot, would you argue I can talk?
Sure. Yeah, you
Right.
could. You would not have
No
your
idea
own
what the
voice,
HP
but you
of a
could
parrot is, but
speak with the voices of
some-
your friends and other people you've heard before.
half says to go this way.
Do the chains look like they would take necrotic damage?
You could roll Arcana or Investigation.
14?
They're not animated, so you feel like it's probably not the best thing to hurt them with at the least. So I know Scaldrus has not done like any particular insights or whatever. Would you want to I mean, you could try to roll like survival to try and think of a good way to get through the room. I don't know if there's another skill you're thinking of, Andrew.
Looks like he's AFK.
Oh, yep. Good call.
I'm wondering because I have at my disposal, under my masterful arcane fingers, I can cause decay to happen. It just might be a very slow process against these chains in particular, but I could, I think in theory, just decay them completely.
I think with his knowledge of extraplanar religion, Kildrak would speak up and say, perhaps these chains are controlled by some sort of bound spirit. Maybe we could reason with it, or persuade it to let us through, or scare it into letting us pass.
Wait a minute, you're saying these chains are controlled by an undead spirit?
Probably not. Well, yeah, probably not undead per se. More like the will, seeing the infernal runes across them, like the will of a bound devil, perhaps. Could be a captured soul, but not necessarily in an undead manner, if that makes sense.
Well, dealing with more devils, soul coins will pave the way, I believe. I don't have any on me at the moment. I think I spent them all already.
So yeah, you guys could try to cough up some soul coins, or otherwise maybe like socially interact with the chains, as weird as that sounds.
How exactly do we convince chains to let us go?
You gotta seduce the chains.
Oh yeah, chains, we're gonna have such a good time.
Sorry, I went to the bathroom. What happened?
seducing
We're all
chains.
roped up by chains, and we have to like somehow seduce them to let us free.
We're
So
not
there's a
we
bunch
gotta
of
interact with them.
yeah, a bunch of animated chains that are controlled by like a bound spirit, that kind of seem like they might attack you if you try to go through the chamber, unless you convince the chains to not attack you.
Spirits on the chain.
Word.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess that's
may I ask you
accurate.
why you feel restrained?
Just go ahead and roll a persuasion. You speak to the chains, and after a pause, a couple, one of the chains that was like hanging up in the air and swaying, rises up into the air, and another chain rises from the ground, and they kind of go together and sway as one. I mean, sort of like a swaying silhouette figure maybe, and then a couple chains snake out from around nearby stalactites and wrap themselves around the center of this chain that has arisen, and they pull very tightly. And as they do so, that this chain that was up and rising grows stiff, and then the top of it sort of droops downward, like it's evoking sadness or defeatedness, maybe.
Wait, I'm confused.
The chain is sad. Why are you sad, chain?
He is sad because he went limp.
Ah,
The
there are
chains,
potions that can remedy that.
the chains that were constricting the arisen chain, sort of like just pull taut again, and the chain that is arisen sort of winces.
If we broke the chain, would it free your spirit?
The droopy chain just slowly moves back and forth, sort of like a sad, shaking its head no, maybe.
Okay.
Are you
Yeah, it's
chained
not
to this
very
world, or being chained here? Is this where you're supposed to be, or are you captured here?
The chains ponder for a moment, and then the arisen chain slinks back down to the ground, and now there's 4 lengths of chain about 15 feet long, that half of them dangles on the floor, and the other half is risen up in the air, and they sort of reel back, sort of like snakes, and thrust forward, like a lunging snake, or like punches towards you guys, kind of blocking the entryway to this chamber.
Can you let us go through without attacking us? Please?
The 4 chains shake no once, quickly.
Is there anything you want that will allow us to pass?
The chains hover idly for a short bit, and then one of the chains, the chain on the left, kind of stays there in its upright, lunging ready position, and the other chains slowly like waddle on towards the one coiled chain, and one by one it strikes out at the first one, it falls limp, and then it like uppercuts the next chain, and it falls limp, and then it strikes at the center of the other chain, that falls limp. Really seems like it wants to get into a fight.
Can you try something, chain? Take a strand, follow my hand this way. Take a strand and go this way. and then go over and under like this. I'm gonna move my hands and try to see if he can tie himself into knots. And then if he does tie himself into knots, I'm just gonna fucking book it straight forward. Only if they all seem tied up. Though. I'm gonna do like a square knot and then like do extra complicated. Just make it look like a hand dance type thing and see if it like gets tricked into doing it.
Go ahead and roll deception.
Gosh dang it, why are you the one that's rolling
Please,
that?
for the love of everything, can he roll also? Because he and I are both pitching ideas together.
Oh,
There is an option of making a
trying to
noose.
unplug my headset.
Can he maybe help? Please.
I can play music to help the snake dance, if you will.
Go ahead and roll deception once for Salik, and then if it fails initially, Skuldress may be able to chime in and assist, assuming
I
you don't
rolled a
fail
12.
too horribly. A 12. The 4 chains will kind of resume their the combat ready stance, and the other chains in the room are just kind of idly doing their thing, but the 4 chains at the front seem active. And your request, it doesn't seem like the chains got the message, or they're not gonna follow your request right away. So yeah, if someone else wants to step in, they can.
Well,
Two, you could strike up a
Or
tune for them to
If
dance.
someone wants to literally step in, chains will start punching you.
well, Ratitude, let's start a beat and see if we can get them to dance. As one chain. We all like chain music,
Aw,
don't
man,
we?
that guy doesn't have an image.
Oh.
Get them to do the Congo line.
So, Reditude's gonna pull out a chain dance song?
Oh yeah.
Is
I have
that
plenty
the
of it.
okay? And Skuldress is going to interpret the song to show the chains how to move.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead
Chains and whips excite.
and roll deception, Skuldress.
That's better.
Dang. Jeez. Okay. So you what is Reddit 2, what is your chain dance like? Are you just like laying it down with your lute and sing along, or
It's more like there's no actual instruments. It's just my voice and my feet, my legs, tapping out a beat on the ground, my thighs.
Boning.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, I get it. A nice rhythm going. Okay, so how do you instruct the chains to tie themselves in a knot, Skuldress?
I am going sheerly for slip knots, so that then the more they think they're just weaving themselves together, but the more that they weave themselves, the tighter they get at each end. Uh-huh.
All right. So you begin the interpretive chain dance, and you get these 4 chains to follow along with you out of curiosity or boredom or what, you're not quite sure. But after a while, unfortunately, the chains they've wrapped themselves tight, and they start to fall limp on the ground. And so more chains from back in the room kind of come up and try to follow you in this chain dance, but they just keep tying themselves into knots and falling limp on the ground. And after, let's see, after a solid 6 minutes of interpretive chain dance, you have gotten all of the dozens of chains in the room tied into knots and limp out.
Let's go.
All right. And you guys can proceed through this chamber without any issues.
I love D&D.
Wow, we can actually do non-combat things.
That's my favorite like way that we've beaten a random encounter ever.
the interpretive chain dance, that is just awesome. So I think at this point it is just Nina who has not rolled for a hazard. So Nina, it doesn't matter what die you roll. Just go ahead and roll a die, and we'll see what happens.
Don't mess up.
I mean, it would be nice if it was even numbered, but aside from that, D100, nice. Okay.
So option 1.
Classic.
I feel I rolled poorly.
All right. This this hallway that you guys come across about 50 minutes later in your journey, after traveling through a very large open cavern with lava flows going down the side of the walls and kind of a lava pool in the middle of the room that you guys navigated around. You unfortunately you are not going to continue following this very large cavern, as you're pulled off to a side sort of hallway in this narrow tunnel. Pulses it is very dark, and you feel an ominous energy as you approach.
This feels ominous.
Oh my god.
No, hang on. One moment. I'm gonna reach and pull a skeleton out of the bag. Jimmy Bones! Unfortunately, you're the canary. And I'm gonna have him amble 20 feet in front of me at all times.
This is a good idea.
Let me yeah.
I don't like
Skelly
that your
boy?
immediate response isn't just okay. That's scary.
How vital is a skeleton? Cool.
More
So-
of a necromancer. When I
Oh,
cast Animate
you get-
Dead, the hit point maximum is increased by 20, and they add my proficiency of 6 to their
Oh.
damage rolls.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. Let me go ahead and I just put that on. I'll put that on your skeletons really quick. So you get 6 additional damage.
Yes. And
So it goes from
20 extra
1d6 plus 3 to 1d6 plus 9.
rolls. Nice.
I don't know what they're. Yeah, and they have bows and swords, which is very cool.
That's why I prefer them over zombies.
And-
Zombies are more difficult to work with.
20 extra
They're
health.
cheap everywhere.
So if it's 20 extra, then they will have 33 health. And if you equip all your skeletons with studded leather, as the well equipped necromancer you are, I don't know if that would increase there. Let's see here. 12 plus dex would be for a skeleton. Yeah, it'll increase their armor by 1. I figured they were like typically regular leather. Cool. Good skellies. All right. And you guys are gonna follow the skeleton through the hallway.
Yes.
He's just rattling along on his way. So you guys go through this chamber. As you proceed. Let's see here.
He's gonna be tinking
Salik.
his sword on the ground like a blind man, trying to poke on the ground and hit tripwires or something.
All right. I'm assuming Salik would be going in first, following his skeleton friend along.
Yes, 20 feet behind and hovering off the ground.
So not too far into the tunnel, you hear whispers from the walls. Stay here. Rest here. It is safe here. Calm your bones.
I'm gonna point to the bard and I'm gonna say, Bard, strike a countering tune now.
I begin dancing.
The charm, counter charm thing.
I begin dancing harder.
I fear the walls are going to start
Yeah,
mentally fucking with us.
do you have like a counter charm thing, or are you just gonna do like put on a performance to distract your friends from whispers from the walls?
I think I do have some counter charm feature, but I don't know actually what it does.
That does. Oh, counter charm. One action. Well,
So yeah, I
have
do dance.
advantage. Cool. Yeah. So, yeah, you are dancing and telling your friends to just keep moving through this tunnel, no matter what the walls say.
Yeah. Keep marching to the beat of my drum.
It's my friends.
You'll have
I
advantage
promise
on
you.
your charisma saving throw to resist the whispers.
I don't wanna.
And you do have Killdrack with you. I think you guys went through a few of these without Killdrack's bonus earlier because I dragged him away. But
He's the
But
only
it's kind of a
reason that I have a positive to this save.
Who's all rolling? Everybody or
jeez.
just Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Yes, everybody going through the tunnel. And you have advantage, remember. So
Right. Thank you.
Oh, good to know.
yeah,
Oh,
charisma
thank you,
save
dude.
with advantage. Nice.
Made a huge difference
Nice.
for me.
Okay.
How's a
And me.
36? Holy crap.
So
12 to a
current got a
23.
17, so you don't gain any exhaustion. And what form are you in, Nina?
I'll. Mammoth?
Sure. I think a mammoth would like barely fit through this tunnel. But yeah. You'll take some necrotic damage. But
that-
yeah, you're a mammoth, and
Is
you
that
can
giving her
re-mammoth yourself.
Josh's bonus?
So yeah. Yep, she does have a +6 there.
Okay.
And she is yeah, that's correct. Okay. You guys continue on your way, and soon enough, 6 hours have passed, and the green glow of your find the path finally fades as it has expired.
Dang it.
You guys find yourself in a large-sized cavern, not colossal, not a huge cavern like some of the ones you've seen, but a pretty large-sized cavern filled with run-of-the-mill stalactites and stalagmites, and just a faint orange glow from a couple of the walls, but no like active lava flows. And there, I think it is a good time to take a short 5-minute break. And we'll come back at 8:38.
Whoop.
It feels as if the spell ran out of time. While its normal duration is 24 hours, after 6 hours have passed, she lost the spell.
Damn.
Well, that's fucking rude. Guess I'll cast it again.
Did somebody counterspell it?
Well, it wasn't countered, but it was both trying to find a place that you've been told is moving, which find the path is not supposed to normally do, and is also guarded by arcane enchantments and whatnot. So her spell is pushing through all of that.
There's my second 9th level cast.
You want to
Find
go
the Path.
ahead?
Oh, I did it at the wrong level.
If that's what you want to do.
Do we have
I don't know if
another
you'd wanna-
option?
We
Consult
can
with the
either
party
do
before-
that or maybe take a rest.
And then we'll have to do Mirage Arcane again.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you cast a 9th level spell again, you probably want to try to mask it again.
Even though Mirage Arcana is still going on? It would have lasted for the day.
Yes. It is still going on. But you are also presumably closer to the castle, and a new 9th level casting might get detected fairly well versus a casting that was at the far reaches of its sensing range and also near that ginormous Mirage Arcane. I mean, you can try. You can do whatever you want, but
I will discuss with the party.
just having, yeah.
You said we're in a
Look at you
like,
guys'
large cavern.
Yeah, pretty large, like 150 feet long, pretty high ceilings, lots of stalactites and stalagmites.
I'm curious to see what's at the other end of this cavern before we decide to cast another massive spell. I think I will just cautiously fly with the skeleton toward the other end and see if we can see a road on the other side or the castle on the other side or something like that.
Yeah, you can. At the far end of the cavern you are currently in, there is another decently sized, like a tunnel that could accommodate almost 2 mammoths next to each other. Decent sized tunnel that goes and veers to the right. So you guys can trek through that tunnel, and after a short jog it emerges into a very large cavern, more like a colossal sized cavern full of stalactites and stalagmites and some active lava flows on the walls. It's going to be one of the caverns where traversing it on the ground, you've got to be careful and go slow and stick to some higher up ledges and avoid the pools of lava below. And this, you kind of come out in the middle of this very large cavern that extends hundreds of feet in front of you, but you see the general direction of it continues on, snaking to your right and to your left. So yeah. Would
I
you guys
might
want to roll
feel-
perception?
Oh, yeah. I was thinking I might feel a little more comfortable resting and picking this up with the full magic. Unless it would be an ill-advised course of action. I will attempt to see stuff. 17 to see stuff.
You can tell that there doesn't currently seem to be any inhabitants. would any other party members wish to perceive at this point, or discuss options? Like, sounds like Sleek might want to rest.
I mean,
Medley? Current?
I'm okay. But I think it's up to the higher
You want to roll
level
perception for Scaldrus?
people. Sure.
The mammoth sees all.
Scaldrus, Scaldrus notices high up on the ceiling in this chamber dark sooty residue that is very black, and it's like the ceiling is stained
I fucking knew
in
it.
this
I knew it was hiding in a cavern.
colossal cavern. Current with I'm assuming you're still a mammoth, Nina.
Yup.
So yeah, with your very large mammoth ears, you hear echoing from far down the tunnel to your right the horrid grinding of large gears, just grating at a low tone that barely reaches you, echoing down this chamber.
Don't like that. I'll communicate that to the group.
Yeah, you just like unwild shape and tell them, probably.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, mammoth charades, trying to make a gear.
I believe we are near
So,
our
yeah.
destination then. Does it seem like we would be within 10 minutes reach of the source of the smoke, smell, and engine sounds?
Maybe by air, but traveling with the full party in this treacherous landscape, I'd say probably 20 minutes would be a safer estimate on when you might get to the source of the sound.
Okay. When it seems like we are about 5 minutes out from encountering it, let me know and I will do stuff.
stuff and stuff.
I will
Alright.
do magic.
Yeah, you carefully traipsing through this ginormous cavern, and at this point you see traces of lingering black sooty smoke hanging in between the stalactites on the ceiling. So if Salik would like to make any certain preparations, or anybody else.
I would like to get out my simulacrum now. And both he and I are going to cast False Life on ourselves at 6th level.
Damn. So is that like 64 of temporary hit point or something?
I have no idea. 32. Apparently. Is that right?
I think so. Yeah.
Plus 4. Okay.
Wait. Oh, yeah. That's weird that it doesn't use dice as it upcasts.
We will carry on, I presume.
Yep. I think you guys continue on your way for, yeah, that false life is just temporary hit points. Yeah, there's no
Correct.
duration on it.
Well, the spell
You guys
lasts
continue
an
for
hour.
about 5. Oh, okay. 5-7 minutes until you see from around this corner. You guys are kind of following one wall of the cavern. Up the corner is not only the source of this billowing sooty smoke, but there is a sickly green glow emanating from that direction.
We go.
And as
Investigate?
you peer, you peer around the corner and you see this ginormous castle that Redditu made a facsimile of before, standing over 10 stories tall. It fills this ginormous cavern, and you see in the footsteps of where it was before. Oh yeah, I had a whole map for like finding it, and then I forgot. But yeah, here's a nice little abstract map with the castle in the distance. Anyways,
Like egg.
that's from the actual book that this came from. That was weird. Sorry. I got a really like cryptic text. But it's just, anyways. Yeah, this massive castle. Just like not like spooky. It's just weird. But it's fine. Behind it, some of the stalactites on the ceiling, you can tell were like broken off, and it pouring down its 8 ginormous legs is this glowing green arcane refuse from whatever horrid experiments and alchemy is going on inside of the castle itself. Shoot, I guess while I showed you guys an image from the actual book, I could pull up the actual description from the book, huh? Okay, I basically said everything. But yeah, there's dozens of hanging turret pods swinging from the fortress at the end of long chains of reinforced steel. And I believe it was read by Mebley in a book on Mechanus about Castle Black effect or divine nearby sources of heat and noise. So just being invisible isn't enough to fool the defenses of this moving castle. So yeah, how would you guys like to try and infiltrate the castle?
That from the library I was at, trying to get some insight on the,
Yeah,
on the
from the
Black Lake, or
library
was
in
that-
Mechanus. Yep.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Sibalik is made of snow, is he not? Is he cool to the touch?
In a way, yeah. I don't think so.
Damn.
Oh, you're... Okay. No, I see what you're saying.
This is one thing I thought about. I was like, if I were still the metal man who didn't give off heat, this would be easier.
That is very true. I'm gonna put you guys back over here so your characters are on the map. Looking at your thing, go ahead and roll Arcana to see if if you think Simuleak could possibly fool some of these sensors.
16.
You think there's a chance, but Simuleak isn't just like cold like snow, so you're not super like it doesn't sound like the most foolproof plan ever.
As far as the heat solution goes, we might have to go the extra-dimensional space route. Do any of you have a decent assault plan for how to get inside the castle?
Point and shoot.
Which should
Do
be
you have one of those
where?
hither staff staves?
Mebley did mention using Dimension Door, which is sort of similar to Hither Thither Staff, for at least him and one other person.
That's fair.
Who wants to come on our trip? Not interlocking
And
trip,
yeah,
by the
actually,
way.
Mebley, go ahead and just roll history for me, Tom. Just a straight up history roll.
Just for the heck of it, no biggie.
Yeah, if you fail it, surely there's no way your plan could go horribly wrong.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. You don't remember anything particularly helpful, sorry.
We have no memory.
No. I'm doing that shit again.
Oh, yeah. No. Good call.
Aw.
A 12. You do have hero dice.
Yes. D6.
14?
For a total of 14.
Man, the dice really don't want you
That's
to do
like almost pretty good. I don't know if there's
it.
It's like we're edging it.
Wait, you're re-rolling your hero die?
What do you mean? I only see a 5.
Yeah, there's only one die.
If you want to spend your inspiration, I'll let you do that and get a total of a 17.
Yes, sure.
Okay. Mebley remembers that the castle, aside from detecting sources of heat and noise, it is pretty good at detecting nearby magics. And as you think about it, and you remember like that it could detect magic cast within 1 mile, as like Salik casts that false life, but then you think sure, but especially the closer you are to the turrets, it can detect magic, and so you're just not 100% sure. Like if you cast Dimension Door, you think you might be creating sort of a beacon that lets the defenses know exactly where you are.
Is Isaac getting worse for anybody else?
Occasionally.
I think he's a pretty good guy.
My thing is fluctuating a decent amount. I wanted to use my long Ethernet cable from work tonight, but then I forgot and left it at work. So I'll have to do it next time.
Need a spool of cable? I got a couple.
I want to try and see if Ethernet is better.
Yes. It should. Usually gets a higher priority on your network.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyways, while we're slightly distracted, I figured out the cryptic text was because my Windows phone link does not get the Google like spam filter, so the text didn't show up on my phone. It was definitely like a spam or scam or whatever, and it was just let me pull it up again. got got anything fun planned for tomorrow night? And I see there's another text on there, like a survey text that also doesn't show up on my phone. So yeah, that was a weird one.
Huh.
I've not noticed that before.
Spooky.
Anyways, yeah. So you're thinking, so you could try to fly up there, try to teleport up there.
You don't sound confident on teleporting.
Try to run and scale the legs covered in radioactive goo.
Legs? Are they legs?
Do we know where we're trying to go inside of the castle?
Nope.
Not specifically.
The goal is to get inside. Then we'll figure it out.
I don't think we know like the exact layout.
You could roll. Just go ahead and roll
There's
history,
not-
Garrett, for Sleek. I know Sleek wasn't there for all of the researching, but you can go ahead and roll history.
He's a studious guy. 19.
He tends to know
Hmm.
things.
You are pretty sure that you want to go somewhere like you're gonna find Paracelsion pretty central in the castle.
Hmm.
So it has a few.
Well,
Oh yeah,
if any of you have
totally forgot.
Oh, I suppose the defenses of the castle are. Whoa. That's not a castle.
Yeah, you like my
a
beautiful image I made?
factory.
There's no great like walking radioactive
No,
fortress
that's
images, so this is the best I was
awesome.
able to come up with.
Wait, did you just cut one out?
Pretend it
and
has
put
legs.
Put it on this image?
Yeah, I just put it in a cave and added smoke. Yeah.
Oh yeah, do the turrets just do damage? They don't like yeet you to another realm or something, right? The defenses are just like pain,
Just
to be very
Just-
clear before.
Yeah, they are going
plan.
to blast at and toward you with painful things.
All right. I might have a plan if nothing else gets put forth, and it goes like this. Simalik can once, only once, make himself completely invulnerable to all sorts of damage. So if he bears some kind of extra-dimensional portal or different portable hole or something of the kind and carry us to the center of the castle, we can bypass much of the preliminary defenses. It's a bit risky if he were to get frozen in place or something, though.
I got a way to defrost you.
Oh?
You might not like it.
Well, if he puts you in a hole, I don't know if you can get out. Is there some vessel that might be better suited to the task?
Don't we? I mean, your ring, right?
Yeah.
We still have that.
I haven't gone in there recently.
Yeah.
Or since we went to the shard.
Is it a risk worth taking?
Probably. Well, the only issue is if I go in and then I go out, it kicks you out.
So we'll go in and tell Simalik is in the middle of the castle?
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah.
Very well.
Oh,
How is he going to
together.
be invulnerable?
Powerful magic, my friend.
But like, it's not something that can simply be dispelled, is it?
It could if he weren't capable of countering magic.
Ah, yes, a good point.
So, as you attest, it does have risks. If you were to enter a field where magic simply were shut off as a passive effect, for instance, problems might occur. I will stow my one skeleton back in the hole, by the way, too. However,
Yeah, still the best plan.
he might be able to at least throw us in the center and get us up there, you know?
True enough. Yeah, I think I'm good with this one. It's a little funky, but it's probably the best one we have right now.
He will sort of alert the castle with the casting of the magic, I realize. So it will be a known entry, not a sneaky one, but rapid assault might do something.
Yeah. Also, I can't think of another way to effectively get up there.
I feel like that's our best way to do that. I do have Deck
Alright.
of Illusions. That could be a distraction.
If you don't mind giving them to Simalik, he might throw them out as he flies us all up there and use them as a sort of smoke screen if necessary. Or give him like 3 cards or something.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'll give him 3 cards.
Is there anything else that would be beneficial or useful to prepare for this?
See if there's anything else I can give you. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What would be actually better? Because we actually have time to do this.
It can't really be any spells.
It's an item.
Okay.
It could be spells because I'm gonna need to do a 9th level spell to be invulnerable.
Dust of Disappearance.
Oh, that could definitely help.
I mean, it still senses the heat stuff or whatever, right?
True, but it might take them a little longer.
And you're funky because it's simulacrum.
Maybe.
I have oil
Okay,
of
so-
etherealness.
Oh. That is true. That is a possibility, but I don't know if you guys ever went ethereal in the outer planes.
I think I did once.
Just
didn't
as
I?
a
Work.
reminder, going ethereal in the outer planes can send you strange places. Oh yeah, I think you guys did like during the Obok Zob fight or something. You just
Yeah, it was like
because
during
the
the-
ethereal plane doesn't border the outer planes, it borders the inner planes. You just are like somewhere random in the ethereal plane and then until you jolt back in. So
That's
definitely could make it hard to like get
I like
into the
the-
castle properly,
the
but
dust of
it is an
disappearance.
option.
The Dust of Disappearance.
So then you would have an invisible, invulnerable simulacrum with cards of illusion as well.
Yep.
Yep.
Anything else?
Carry everyone else on the ring.
Yep, first.
Ring Progresso. Do you want circlets of blasting?
No, you best hang on to that.
It's sheer chaos.
If
have
you
two of them.
invulnerability
Yeah,
drops
just-
in the simulacrum, odds are he'll die before he can use a single item.
Damn. Oh yeah, that yeah. What's his health?
For 70.
70. Could be worse.
Yeah.
Cool.
I have a
So
I will
have
give
a
him one bone
elemental
golem
gem.
and 1 dozen of skeletons. Sorry, you did what?
I have an elemental gem.
oh yeah, you could summon an
Yep.
elemental.
Pop that in the ring so that
What?
when you pop out, it comes out with you.
What element is it?
Earth.
Ooh, cool.
I have too many items.
So yeah, you guys are gonna go into the ring. Simuleak will put on the ring and use Dust of Disappearance, then cast Invulnerability, and he'll have a portable hole with 1 golem and a portable hole with 12 skeletons as backup.
That is exactly correct. And he'll be dashing for 100 fly feet per round.
Okay.
I rolled a 31, a 3, and a 28 for the deck of illusions.
Oh, cool. Is he's just like dropping them as he flies, basically?
If it looks like something's gonna
yeah.
shoot him, he'll throw a card out.
Okay, so yeah, pretty soon into his flight, probably. Well, what were those numbers, Andrew?
31.
Oh boy. How many cards is it total? 34. So if I
Yeah.
go backwards. Okay. I'll write these down. Okay, what's the next one?
3.
That's easy enough. Ooh, male or female?
Female.
Okay.
And 20,
next number.
28.
Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So first step, everyone is inside of the ring, and Simulik puts it on. Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He will throw down the Dust of Disappearance, which I'm just pulling up. 2d4 minutes. Okay. Yeah, we don't really need to roll. At least 2 minutes. That's good. Okay. And then, how long does it take to cast Invulnerability? Is it like an action or like a minute or?
1 action.
Makes sense for level 9 spell. That's crazy
So,
though.
Gonna throw the packet of dust into the air, crouch, and then shoot through it and take off. And as I take off, cast Invulnerability. There's gonna be this like yellow sheen all the way
Very
around.
cool. And what's the duration on Invulnerability?
10 minutes, and it is concentration, which I think is funny.
Right. Yeah.
There are
Yeah,
some
that's
circumstances that can shake
very
concentration.
rare case when you need to roll concentration without taking damage. Huh. Cool.
Right.
So Simulik takes off soaring towards the castle, and as he does so, so these hanging turrets, suspended by very thick, this reinforced steel chain, at the bottom they are on like a 3/4 sphere, and they rotate fairly freely, and they will shoot out bolts with acid on them. Okay, that's the range on that. And then that's the range on that. So Simulik is gonna have to pick the best spot to land on the castle, avoiding as many turrets as possible.
He's gonna try to go for sheer altitude first things first, because if nothing else, you can.
Okay, yeah, soar like straight up and then kind of dive bomb the castle. Okay.
Exactly.
So I think that would probably be a perception roll. To evade turrets as much as possible. Nice. 19. He dive bombs and is streaking down. You think like at a 45-degree angle, kind of like soaring down toward the castle.
Mm-hmm.
And he is only going to be subject to 2 rounds of fire from these turrets as he is soaring in at breakneck speed. And they're going to do piercing and acid damage, so I'm not even going to roll.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure. The first round, as he's flying in, he'll drop an orc illusion that hurtles toward the ground. And then the second round, as he's about to land on the castle there, he'll drop an incubus illusion, which I think some incubi have wings, so we'll say that one actually flies.
Nice.
It doesn't just hurtle toward the ground. Simuleak lands on a platform, this flat stretch of there's no like fence or anything, I wouldn't even call it like a safety wall. Yeah, just a flat platform that kind of rings the base of the castle there, and there are various hole doors that he's gonna have to break in somehow. As he is standing out there, he is no closer than 80 feet. He is between like 80 and 100 feet from the nearest turrets, which are pelting him with bolts of acid, mostly. And as these turrets fire, the firing action surrounds each turret with a dark cloud of soot obscuring them, and they continue to fire with great aim through the dark soot.
Oh,
but yeah, how does Simuleak approach one of these doors while under fire?
We'll just go up to it and take a look at it, see if I can find any way to open it. Like if it has a keyhole.
Yeah, go ahead.
Like a chip door or something.
Start with probably investigation with disadvantage for getting pelted with acidic bolts. 13. These doors are also some sort of steel, and it seems very thick. There is not an exterior handle. Perhaps there would be a magical way to open the door, or through brute force, or otherwise like bypassing the door somehow. You could get through.
I'm gonna take Mibley's suggestion, and he's gonna go right up to the door, and he's gonna go, I hope this doesn't suck. And he will do what Mibley was suggesting to do, and do a dimension door and go 20 feet straight forward, right up next to the door, through the door.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
What time?
Garrett, yeah.
Oh, yeah. 16 for that D20.
I'll actually go 21 feet, actually.
You're still inside the ring with your friends right now.
Oh, okay. I thought...
He steps through the dimension door and goes 20 feet forward and is inside of a dimly lit, sort of like there's these yellowish arcane lights overhead. The steel hallway that proceeds about 30 feet forward, and there's 2 doors on either side of this hallway. It's about 10 feet wide, 15 feet tall.
I'll say during, alright friends, I'm inside an area that turrets don't seem to be immediately trying to melt my face off. If you feel like you would want to come out and explore with me, now would be a safe time, and if I don't hear from you in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to continue forward.
Don't die.
Very well.
So does the party
Alright,
want to
I'll
stay in the
give
ring?
you Updates.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, I think... Wait, I am just curious, with the genie vessel, if people can will themselves to leave, or if Skull just has to tell them to leave.
I think it's just.
Because I forget.
I have to tell them to leave.
I don't mean to be the only one doing stuff. I kind of feel a little bad, but also this is a convenient mechanic so you guys don't die.
Gosh. Was it this one?
Yeah. My internet was being really slow. I think it does, like Scaldress has to say. Which seems kind of sad and forceful, but also like the nature of genies going into bottles is very forceful and slavery-like, so I guess it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
So, you got 4 doors, 2 on either side of the hallway, 2 towards the end, a couple more towards the middle of the hallway, and they are all iron doors. And there is, on the left side of the hallway, near a central door, is a sign.
Before I go look at that sign, I want to turn around and look at the door behind me to see if I can just figure out how it opens, like find the latch, just so I can reverse engineer the doors coming forward.
Behind you, there is a great steel wheel that you imagine if you turn the wheel must do some unlocking mechanism, and then the door would either swing or slide.
What does the sign say?
Does Simuleek speak Infernal? Or read Infernal?
Probably
Yes.
not.
Nope.
The one
Aarakocra,
person.
Common, Primordial, and Undercommon.
I don't have.
So there's an illegible sign.
Unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, I'm gonna go for the door next to the one that has the sign. And
Okay,
I'm
the
gonna-
middle door on the left.
And I will dimension door through that one as well. 15 feet this time.
Okay. Yeah, you appear on the... Yeah, I don't think I said, but those doors did have handles, by the way.
No, so I could have tried the handle.
Yeah, sorry.
I will
Yeah,
try
you could
the
just try to,
handle.
like, open the door.
It's locked.
Is that one... Yeah, it's locked.
Motherfucker.
Sorry.
Okay. You're fine. I will do dimension door then. this time.
Okay. Yep, 15 feet forward, you end up in a
brick
small
wall.
antechamber with a recipe on the wall. This recipe is the recipe, thankfully for you, is not written in Infernal, but it shows in sort of pictures different ingredients and the order to mix them and boil them. There is a locked door at the other end of the room, and there is a shelf full of herbs and liquids that you could try to match to the image. There is a mortar and pestle, a mixing bowl, and a
I haven't done this since my
a lighter
college days.
and a thing for
I'm
like
gonna,
a little like a charcoal thing, I guess.
I'm gonna look at what the thing makes because I don't want to be making chloroform gas in here. But assuming it's not like that, I will make it.
Getting high up in
It
here.
the final image depicts a purple substance in like an Erlenmeyer shaped flask with little, like 3 little squigglies coming out from the top of the bottle, but no like skulls or anything. It's probably just could be indicating heat or like a slight scent, but yeah, you don't think it's gonna be like anything super scary.
I will make the liquid.
Okay, I think you could roll Arcana for that.
Hell yeah.
I think medicine would be the most apt skill for something like that, but Arcana makes sense. I don't know if any of
18.
you guys are trained in medicine.
Nope.
It takes, let's see here. It takes no longer than 15 minutes to complete this recipe, and then you see on the other door there is a
Oh, wait,
a
no.
divot actually in the handle of this door where it looks like you could perhaps pour the purple substance you've created.
All right, friends. It took me a second to make the potion. I am now very vulnerable to damage. Here I go, venturing forth, and I'll pour the potion in the divot.
All right, the the substance sits there, and you fill the divot up until the meniscus of your liquid kind of makes a bubbly shape over that you have like filled it to the brim, and then finally, as you think you're about to pour so much that this overflows, you hear the clink of a lock mechanism unlatching in the door.
This fellow has very strange potion-based locks that honestly I kind of want to steal. I will go forward.
Okay, I guess I rolled earlier. I'll have you roll. Go ahead and roll a d12.
Two.
Okay. Now you exit to a long corridor with walls of steel, and there is an intersection up like 15 feet to the left, and then another intersection up 25 feet that goes to the right, and then the hallway actually gently curves around to the right another 35-40 feet from you.
I would feel much safer at this point if I had the rest of the party with me. There are several paths forward. I already passed a sign I couldn't read. And I fear that I'll be wasting our element of flash and surprise if I bumble through this maze of corridors up here. Oh no!
Does the party want to like discuss in there if you guys want to pop out of the ring or not? Oh, okay. Skull just popping everybody out. Cool.
Chance, I guess.
Thank you.
So you all pop out. Behind you is this small alchemical puzzle room, and ahead of you is a large hallway. To proceed into the hallway.
Truly not an enviable position to be in. Hello. Do you read Infernal? Not to assume based on your fire or anything, but you seem like you do. I thought you did read all languages because of some boon or something.
Well, didn't you and Witchblade have tongues? Oh,
Yeah, we
yes,
comprehend
that's it.
languages as a thing. Would you like to read the sign in this previous antechamber? Similiqual freedom over there.
Yeah, there is a wooden key hanging by the door, so you can unlock that door and recede back out into the previous hallway.
Yeah.
And yeah, Scaldrus, wearing his helm that gives him a doctorate in language studies, lets him read this sign that in Infernal reads, the top line is just acolyte. Then congratulations on succeeding your entrance exam. Behind these 4 doors lie many tests. Beyond the tests, you will find enlightenment. And then there is an infernal P at the bottom. The letter P. Gosh dang it.
I had thought
Oh,
maybe the
man.
sign was of more import. Very well.
Oh yeah. The sign also says you may feel free to rest in that hallway before opening the doors, which may be treacherous.
Onward we go.
yeah.
Well, it's telling his students. We would lose more benefit if we rested at the moment.
So yeah, you guys head back through the puzzle room into the long snaky hallway.
Yes.
Who goes first?
Not me.
And I'm assuming
Skeleton will.
Scaldrus, I'm assuming that Simuleek would hand back the other illusion card, which would have
Yes,
been
yes.
illusion of a berserker.
I can walk through as a mammoth first. I can tank it.
Oh, phew, I like this plan.
Mammoth, and then a skeleton, and then Simulacrum, and then me.
Yeah, the mammoth. Yeah, you'll barely be able to fit in this hallway. So yeah, you can do it. And as Current steps forward into the hallway, there is an obvious actuation of a pressure plate in the floor. and from the ceiling, where there are these yellow overhead lights, comes a static. Attention! Acolyte has entered the combat test area.
Gosh, dang it.
Prowess sentries are being deployed. And I think that is a good spot to end our session for tonight.
No, don't you dare end it there.
Oh, no.
Prepare to start charging forward with my charge attack as a mammoth.
Oh no, the prowess sentries. Yeah.
They're gonna just immediately be dust on the ground.
There's a non-zero chance you guys completely destroy the prowess sentries. Guess we'll see.
Both getting.
So yeah, I will go ahead and post. Whoa. Post my roses and thorns.
You think let me finish my sentence.
So what were you gonna finish that thought with?
Getting pounded by mammoth, then getting blasted by Eldritch Force.
Yes. Next week, I will be on my honeymoon trip, so
Wait.
not gonna have D&D.